If you want control over your health care in retirement, stay away from Medicare Advantage programs. There, I said it. I said what most people aren't going to. Medicare Advantage programs are great for people while they're healthy. But when you start to experience the downturn of health that comes along with end of life, do you want an insurance company telling you which doctors you can go to, which procedures you can have done? And do you want to spend up to $5,400 out of your pocket on your copays in that time? I think probably not. But there's a lot of marketing that goes on, both by agents in the field and by the companies themselves, to convince you that they're great. It starts with 0 monthly premiums. That's a great hook. But what did we learn when we were younger? Nothing's ever for free. So I have to ask the question, why are these plans so aggressively marketed when, in my opinion, there's a much better alternative on the market? I want to take a look at why I think that exists and explain to you some of the pitfalls that come along with Medicare Advantage. If you don't care about your health care in retirement, feel free to keep scrolling. But if you want to control it, stay tuned. While we can take a deep look into what these Medicare Advantage programs are offering in a different video, for the purpose of this conversation, I want to talk about MOOP. I know, silly word, right? Maximum out of pocket. That's what matters to me. As a retirement planner, I'm concerned with your bottom line and how much money is coming out of your pocket in retirement. That includes your Medicare expense. And yeah, a 0 monthly premium sounds like it's not going to be super taxing on our pocket. But there's deeper levels that add up to what's called the maximum out of pocket. See, you have copays and you have deductibles on these plans. And as you go to the doctor, as you go to the specialist, as you have your treatments done, those costs add up. And the maximum, on average, in 2025, that these plans will allow you to spend is $5,400. They'll copay you here and copay you here until it adds up. And $5,400 is still a heck of a lot of money to me, especially in retirement, when you don't have the means to go back to work. Over time, we've seen these MOOPs increase. See, when I started in this industry back in the early 2000s, a MOOP was $2,500 or $2,800. Not as menacing as now double that $5,400 some years later. As we see fewer and fewer plans on the market, we see higher and higher MOOPs. And the higher the MOOP, the more likely it is that you're going to feel some pain out of your pocket when you go into that doctor's office or you go into the hospital. Oh, and by the way, your prescription costs don't count towards the MOOP. They're in addition to what you're paying out of pocket, up to about $2,000 in addition. And you have to go to the pharmacy that the Medicare Advantage plan prefers you to go to. Some of them even have co-sponsors. Seems like a conflict of interest to me, but I don't get to make the rules. I only get to analyze them. And my analysis says that a plan that caps your cost at $2,800, a Medicare supplement, does a better job of managing your risk than a Medicare Advantage plan that has a MOOP of $5,900. To me, the choice is clear, but to you it might not be. Because there's aggressive marketing that gets shoved in your face everywhere you turn as you approach 65. I'm sure you're tired of it. I'm sure you've seen videos advocating for Medicare Advantage or for Medicare Supplement. But they don't really tell you why they're advocating for one or the other. I want to make it very clear. People in my position, most of the time, when it comes to Medicare, make choices on what they recommend based on their own pocket. And I mean that very sincerely, and I'm going to show you. The average commission on a Medicare Advantage program in 2025, if it's your initial enrollment, the agent makes $626. Not only do they make it that one time, but if you renew your plan going forward, they get $313 each year that you stay enrolled. Or if they switch you to another plan, they get $313 for that transaction as well. And that remains as long as you stay under that agent. And so they have tremendous financial incentive to enroll you and lots of people like you in these plans. On the contrary, when I enroll someone in the Medicare supplement plan that I advocate for, which we will detail in another video in depth, I make about $132. And I get that ongoing. But it's significantly less than the Medicare Advantage commissions that are being paid. And so that's why you don't hear about the plan that I advocate for as much on videos like this or in your mail or on TV. Because I don't pay as much to agents like me. But they do provide tremendous benefit to consumers like you. A Medicare supplement allows for you to go to any doctor that you want that accepts Medicare, any specialist that you want that accepts Medicare without prior approval. You can just go to the doctor. You don't have to ask the insurance company's permission. That's what I like about, that's what I want my healthcare to do for me in retirement. And your premium on average is only about $60 a month. Your MOOP, big MOOP, it's $2,800. It's not $5,400 like on a Medicare Advantage. It's very predictable. And you have a partner in Medicare as your primary insurance to get you through that along the way. See, Medicare still pays your costs when you're on a supplement. It doesn't when you're on a Medicare Advantage. The Medicare Advantage becomes your primary insurer. Look, we'll do a deep dive into all of these plans in a later video. But hopefully you can see the incentive for agents and agencies to market Medicare Advantage programs to consumers like you. Hopefully you can see through the noise and know that there's another cost-effective option on the market that allows you for more freedom and more choices that you get to make in retirement, and not that an insurance company's making for you.